Hey guys, if you see these 10 signs in your life, you're probably on that right expat path in life. And I'm going to go through these here. And these are quite interesting. I found these the other day, and it kind of pertains to expats. And one of them is you're following your gut. And I want to talk about this one a little bit. I'm going to go through each one and kind of give my 10 cents worth on it. Following your gut, just coming here is kind of following your gut. A lot of us have probably gone through a lot of stuff in life. We're 60 years old, we're 50 years old, we got 50 years behind us. So we usually have both good and bad behind us, but usually by the time we hit 50, usually you know your gut pretty well. And a lot of guys still don't. But usually if you really follow your gut feelings, you're gonna be on the right path. You know, it's just the right way to go, it seems like, you know, and for me, following my gut on this one was probably the best move I ever did. And you know, I never thought it was going to be as good as what it is. Yes, I've gone through some tough times. Yes, I've had rough days, and you know, and I'm still going through some rough stuff right now, as far as health reasons and things like that. But you know, and I try to stay positive about that, as positive as I can. And I do have my days when I'm not positive, but you know, anyways, here's another one. Number 2, you're learning from your mistakes. A lot of us have you know, made mistakes in life, and the best thing to do is just admit it when you did make a mistake and just kind of push through it. And the best thing is if you come out of it and you learn from those mistakes. You learn something from that bad path you took in the past or something, or that bad divorce, or those bad relationships, or those bad family relationships, or whatever, and you took something out of it and you learned something. That's the best thing you can do. Next one is you have a sense of satisfaction. That's a tough one. You know, you really have to have some success underneath your belt to have a sense of satisfaction. You know, and I've had my success over here, and I've had my bad times and my good times, but I do have a sense of satisfaction underneath my belt from everything that has gone on over here. And I mean, everybody has good days and bad days, but overall, I'm satisfied with the result of my choice of coming to the Philippines. And I think a lot of people that come over here are happy with that. They're satisfied with the result. But there are probably 30 to 40%, maybe even higher, I'm not sure, that do end up going back. Usually it's because of health reasons or what have you. Could be other reasons. Maybe they just think it's time to go back. Maybe they want to use their Medicare and Medicaid or what have you. Sickness, could be anything. Could be things going on at home. The next thing is, number 4 is you're spreading kindness. I try to spread kindness every day of my life. Just by helping you guys is one of the ways I help people. And it's a thing that I enjoy doing. I like helping you guys. I wanted to do something. I wasn't sure what I was going to do when I first come over here. First thing I wanted to do was work with an orphanage, actually, and work there maybe a couple days a week just to help out. And something kept pushing me to do SRV things, you know, helping people with the SRVs. Not just that, answering questions. A lot of people don't have the answers when they're getting ready to come over here and change from the US over to here. It's a big change. And I'll say this is that, you know, it's not all bread and roses. It's not all, you know, it's not perfect. It's not a perfect life, you know. So if there's one thing I can do is just try to spread kindness to make it easier for the change over here for people, you know, spread that kindness. And I hope that when you guys come over here too, that you try to help other people, help lift up expats, not put down expats, you know, help lift them up rather than put them down. I see so many vlogs out there putting down expats. I wish there was vloggers out there more so that lifted up expats. There are a bunch of meatballs out there, I'll give you that. You know, the best thing to do is just ignore them, not watch their vlogs, whatever. Negativity is not the way to go. And negativity amongst expat groups and stuff like that is just not the way to go. And you need to let these people know that, hey, you're not doing the right thing the way you're doing things. But keep spreading your kindness. And sometimes it's best to just stay away from people. Some people are not going to change. Usually by the time somebody reaches 50 or 60, you're not going to change them much. It's pretty hard to change them, If they're not going to spread kindness, that's who they are, But if you have that empathic thing in you and you want to help people, the Philippines is definitely the place to do it, because there's so many people here that do need that your kindness. They need you to spread kindness, and it's a good thing to do. It's healthy for you. It makes you happy. One thing I like doing, I like giving more than I do receiving. Some people say, well, Steve, why don't you do this for yourself? Why don't you do this here for yourself? I actually enjoy more giving than receiving. To me, receiving the love from people, or the thank yous or what have you from people, from you giving something, I get more out of that than I do anything else in the world. And I think that means a lot to me. And I think it does to a lot of people too, And number 5, you're embracing change. Nothing changes more than when you become an expat. There's so many changes to your finances, to your housing, to your living style, to your new family. You're constantly embracing change in the Philippines. Cleanliness issues, bathroom issues, no toilet paper in the bathrooms. So you're embracing change all the time. Different food flavors, meat flavors, beef tastes different a little bit over here. There's a lot of things that are different over here. You're constantly embracing change. And when the second you get off that airplane as an expat, you better be ready to embrace change, because it's happening fast. Number 6, you're making time for yourself. Wow. I wish I had more time for myself. I really do, because my life is busy, and sometimes it gets you depressed or what have you. And you don't want to be so busy, but in some ways you have to kind of embrace that you are busy, because it could be worse. You could be bored. Sometimes I actually enjoy a little boredom every now and then, but you have to make time for yourself, and doing things for yourself also. And that's part of being successful too over here, is finding that time for yourself, because it's about being retired, and it's about being an expat that is happy. Number 7, you're surrounded by positivity. This is a tough one over here. It's some people are surrounded by positivity over here. Some people are in good families. Expats have married into great families, and some expats have not. Some expats are surrounded by a lot of, expats that are 50-50, and you have your positivity and your negativity, and it's something that you have to kind of deal with, and sometimes you have to just walk away. It doesn't mean you're a bad person to stay away from that negativity. You want to be surrounded by positivity, because it's what's going to push you forward into the future. You don't want that negativity bringing you down into depression or making your life miserable, because otherwise you're not going to be happy as an expat. You want to still be able to grow as a person. Even if you are 50 or 60, you still need to grow as a person. And the best way to do that is being surrounded by positivity, and that's something you have control over. And you like I've told you in the past, part of that is setting boundaries. Setting boundaries with people is the biggest thing to make yourself happy. Doesn't mean people are going to follow them all the time. Set those boundaries, and don't let people cross those boundaries, and let them know. Say, hey, look, you're crossing the line here. You need to do that sometimes. Next one is number 8, you're setting goals and achieving them. Still, at our age, we still need to set goals. You don't give up when you retire and just say, well, I've already had my life. I just want to relax now. No, you should still be having goals. Maybe you want to go on a motorcycle ride, a 100-mile motorcycle ride. I mean, one of the expats told me today he went on a 100-mile motorcycle ride. That's like kind of a goal. you know, hey, I'm going to go on a 100-mile bike ride. I thought that was kind of cool when he told me that, you know. And that was Rich Sinfuls that did that. He told me he went on a 100-mile bike ride on his bike. No, it wasn't on his bicycle, but on his motorbike. You know, and I thought that was really cool because he set a goal and he achieved that goal. You know, and I hear a lot of other people setting goals here, and that's something we should always be doing. You don't want to set your goals so high that you can't make them happen. We also have another guy here, James. James is setting the goal of traveling all around the Philippines in his Mercedes-Benz vehicle, and it's a huge vehicle. It's a monster of a vehicle, and hopefully soon I'm going to do some more on that vehicle if I get the chance before he leaves. He's away right now, and he should be coming back pretty soon, and hopefully I'll see him when he gets back, and we can do a little bit on that. But anyway, the next one is you're not afraid to ask for help. And this is a big one with expats. When expats need help, they really need to ask other people and say, hey, look, I could really use your help on something, you know, and most expats will say yes. Most of the time I try to say yes, and sometimes I say no if I'm overworked at that time. Don't take it personally. I have a lot of expats asking for help, and sometimes I can't help them, and sometimes I can. And you know, sometimes I ask for help, believe it or not, you know, and we all need help at some point in our lives, you know, and it's something, you know, we're all afraid of asking people, but you need to do that sometimes. And we're up to number 10 here. Excuse me. Number 10, you're grateful for what you have. Wow. If I could tell you about all the people that have bitched and moaned to me about how much they make or you know, I'm not making enough and stuff like that, you need to learn to be grateful and have gratitude. It's a powerful thing, man. You know, it shifts your focus, you know, from what your life lacks to abundance that is already present in your life. You need to kind of be thankful for that. You know, we all have something to be thankful for. All of us do. You know, and make sure that you always be thankful for your wife, your girlfriend, for other friends around you, I mean, I have so many friendships in my life. I'm so thankful for the expats that are in my life. You know, if I could tell you the amount of friends I have, and I wish I had more time to spend with these guys. I wish, and the only way I can meet them is all together sometimes and get to know some of these guys. And some of the guys, I know they're lacking friendships in their life, and they want to be kind of close with me, or they try to be friendly with me sometimes. And I lead a very busy life. My life is exceptionally busy, you know, and you have to, you know, have gratitude, you know, and just make sure that, you know, you always, you know, stay true to yourself too. You know, that's important. But anyway, guys, I wanted to give you those 10 things today, and I thought that was kind of cool and fun. And when I saw that, I says, you know, the expats would probably like this, and it's something I wanted to throw out there. But anyway, guys, God bless, and remember, always look out for yourself, you know, and look and have a lot of gratitude in your life and happiness in your life, especially as an expat. Be thankful for what you have. God bless, guys. Take care.